No, there's a lot happening in this small area. We're looking towards the top of Bray Head and its iconic cross that was put up there in 1950. So people come from far and wide and climb that cross, and a spectacular view across Bray and across the Dublin mountains right down to Hote. So it's a fantastic view on a sunny day. And just take you over here. We'll look over what was. There was a platform there in 1929, so it was the Bray Head Halt platform for the swimming area there in the background, and it's all been levelled in recent years. Unfortunately, it's the Cove area was a popular swimming area right up to, I think, the 1980s. Could be wrong, 19 or something like that anyway. So but there was a blocked off entrance that led down to it, and you can see there's a pathway in the background that led down to it as well. But there's two ways of getting down to it. But I think the blocked off way was for the access to the railway, the platform. There was just, as I said, just a single platform. They tried it out for one season, and that was it really. It just didn't carry it on. So now we have Fiddler's Bridge, and again, I'll put a lot of information. I'm just going through this little area that I know fairly well. So it's just Fiddler's Bridge here. The bridge was put in place back in the 1850s for the railway. The railway was opened in 1855, and then there was a blind fiddler from Cork came up during the summer in the 1930s for a number of years, and the Derry Did You Know book came out 10 years ago, a very popular book off the back of its Facebook photographs, and they had a feature on him. I just he didn't turn up one summer, and that was it. He was never seen again. So there's one picture of him playing his fiddle at the bridge. So we have some information here on Brunel, Dargan, and the building of the railway. Built between 1847 they started, and it was opened in 1856. I did say 1855, I meant to say 1856. But I stand to be corrected. You know, sometimes we get our facts and figures wrong. So let's go up these steps and the cable car, what's left of it. It was Eamonn Quinn, father of Feargal Quinn, who had this idea of connecting up a transport system with it's now a private dwelling, the Eagle's Nest, which was a restaurant and a dance hall. So this is what's left of the cable car area here. So I think I have to get this right, because I remember as a kid in the 1970s I used to go to Pres Bray, and I remember seeing the cables on the ground and these yellow covered metal pylons. I think there were 7 of them in total. So when the cars would have come down here and swung around, and you would have got on or got off, and there would have been a pane boot here. So there's a couple of bases up there where the cable was. Now what's interesting, I've been up there in years, I hope to make it up there sometime, but there's remains of the platform up there, just covered in ivy. So it's caught in time up there, and there's a couple of chairs up there. It's an amazing sight, right beside where the Eagle's Nest was. And it's quite spectacular really, but that's up there. So I think it was, as I said, it was opened in 1950. Eamonn Quinn, who owned and ran the successful Red Island out in is it Swords? I'll have to clarify that. My brain's gone blank. But anyway, he ran that successful Red Island out that direction, and he bought a plot of land here, which included this area here, and he bought Eagle's Nest, so he wanted to connect up the two. And his son Feargal, of Superquinn fame, he remembers they used to take busloads out from Red Island out here for a day trip to Bray, which was very popular. And he remembers the queue would be hundreds in a queue on a summer's day, going up to Bray Head. So again, we have more information here. Fantastic amount of information on Bray Head itself, on the plant life, Wicklow living coast, plants and animals. It's lovely to have all this information at our disposal. So the Precambrian rock goes back to over 542 million years ago. And in the 1870s, very rare and unusual fossils of small sea creatures were found in these ancient rocks, believed to be among the oldest known remains of life on this planet. So that's quite something. And the church up there dates back to 12th or 13th century, I believe. And they were doing a lot of excavation work, archaeological work. That's a hard word to say. Archaeological work. And you have the sister equivalent down in St. Crispin's Cell, down in Greystones. So I'll put some information about that up as well. So it was a golf course they had, opened by Mary Robinson of all people, I think in 1990, but that fell into disrepair. It was abandoned, I think about, I remember using it personally in 2000, I think. But yeah, it's all back to nature, as they say. There was a plaque around here, but it's gone. Okay, please subscribe to my channel, Station to Station, as we look back on what was the terminus of the Bray cable car, unique cable car system. As I said, I think it ran from 1950 to 1976. There's a lovely piece of art on the wall here. So please subscribe to my channel, Station to Station. And I shall catch you all again soon. Thank you very much.